gathered together from the cosmic reaches of the universe, here in this great hall of justice, are the most powerful forces of good ever assembled. Dedicated to truth, justice, and peace for all mankind.
Welcome everybody to Spin Rack. I have to make an announcement before we start. Calvin Ellis got picked up in a sweep.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure what type of sweep, but you know, sometimes it's a deportation sweep. But
we were expecting something like this to happen, so we're sorry, but hopefully we're going to get him back. You know, we didn't expect him to be the first to go.
Under Trump's new
regime.
So, Calvin, just remember, we have your back. Mm-hmm. Not right now, but we'll try to get you back.
Way back. Way back.
So, welcome to Spin Rack, everybody. We are going to be talking about Thor Ragnarok. It's finally dropped. Yeah!
Oh, gosh.
Unfortunately, Cal isn't here with us. Can't go into the details, but it didn't happen. And once again, the marvelous, fantastical
hey.
PD himself.
That's right.
The man, the prime minister, the PM, the minister prime.
Hey.
So what do you think about the video, the trailer today?
This is our first. Oh no, we did the live show together, right?
We did the live show.
We did the live show. This is our
time.
second. This is doing a 2-man show. I watched the trailer and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give you some backstory, right?
Oh no.
Yes, I am. I saw the picture of Jeff Goldblum. I was like, nah, this is not working. I saw a picture of Kate Blanchett looking a little goth and not really Hela. I was like, this is work. Then they cut Thor's hair. It was looking kind of 80s. I was like, nah. Then the trailer starts, so we know something might be happening with the hammer. Trailer starts, Thor's dropped down and say, okay, this is just gonna be kick the teeth out of Thor thing. Thor comes, he looks like Thor, throws a hammer. Hell is a little goth. Something big happens. All right, it's a movie. Something big has to happen. So yeah, they take the hammer away. This is a classic sort of story.
Right.
Then they show you Hela with her, her dark branches on her helmet, her headdress. So you have that. Like that was the first sign of something good. And then there's a lot of action, a lot of stuff going on. And then the titles are almost like Flash Gordon, the 80s Flash Gordon.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot of like that.
Flashback, yeah.
So it had that happening. And then, so in my mind, going that way, you can say this is it could get kind of cheesy. So there's a lot of wrong that's happening. And then, they have, is the actress from the Dear White People, is she Carnilla? Is that who she's playing in this?
Who?
The girl who puts Thor in the net and drags
the Valkyrie.
Yeah.
She's Valkyrie.
Oh, Valkyrie. Okay, she's Valkyrie. So yeah, all right. So I don't even know why there's a big issue with that, but she looks good in this. She's dragging Thor. Then they have Thor. They chop his hair off, and the next thing you know, you have Jeff Goldblum, and he speaks a line, and I'm like, it's not as bad as I thought it's gonna be. He sells the character. Because the Games Master is a terrible character. He's not really that great in Marvel, but he's there. So then you get to that. You got Thor. He's got the head. I don't know, it's a little cheese with the helmet, but I'm like, okay, let's go for it. Then of course it's going to be the Hulk, and then the thing you don't expect, the Simonson's Thor comes out. A Thor that's happy to see his friend. He's joyous. He smiles. That's what Simonson brought to Thor. Not a relatable Thor where he loses all of his, how he speaks and all of that stuff. This is a Thor that just likes having fun and likes to fight. And the next, he's gonna have to fight the Hulk, and it ends. And they didn't do the Kirby crackle. They didn't understand that the Kirby crackle isn't dots. It's the effect. You're seeing the dots. That's a negative space. So there's so much that should be wrong, but this trailer is so right. That's what I have to say about it. It's an incredible trailer. There's a lot of fun. Even adding in the Flash Gordon stuff, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. What do you have to say?
Oh my God. I mean, Prime Minister, you threw me for a loop. I thought you were going to go down. I thought we were going to have to battle. I thought there was going to be, but I got to say, I am shocked because I loved it. Mm-hmm. Look, they've been leading up to this whole thing with Thor. They've been having all these other like viral campaigns with him being an everyman and working with Daryl. I don't know if you've seen the other commercials.
That's more Simonson Thor.
You know,
Thor that likes being with humans.
Yeah, he's hanging out. You know, Mjolnir has his own bed. You know,
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir, I cannot pronounce that.
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir is hanging out in his own bed. Daryl, they're in Australia, I think they're, or where he's living with Daryl. He's taking a breather or whatever. He's hooking up with Bruce Banner, trying to speak to Iron Man. Iron Man is calling him back.
That was.
I mean, this whole tone of those commercials with those trailers with this is just meshes perfectly.
Yeah.
Thor here, when the opening scene comes and he's being slowly dropped into, it looks like hell. I'm not sure if it is. But he has his long hair. He gets dropped in there, and he starts saying, well, you want to figure out how I got here, or something like along those lines. And you're like, oh, wow.
Flashback setup,
This is going to start off pretty good. And then you see, all of a sudden, Hela. Hela or Hell? Hela.
Hela.
So Hela comes out, and Thor throws his hammer. And my girl, one of my favorite all-time female villains.
Oh, villains. I'm a Kate Blanchett fan.
She takes her hands out and holds it, and she crushes it. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
We don't know if she can do it in comic books or in the true mythology, but it's a movie. We gotta have fun.
But she's super powerful. You know that. She's not no wilting violet or anything like that. Thor can't handle her one-on-one. I mean, she's gone toe-on-toe with Odin sometimes. You know what I'm trying to say?
I mean, they've had a fight once.
Well, I mean,
And Thor, even though the first one, he was close to winning, but she scarred his face pretty terribly because her hands have death in them.
Yeah.
So
she's the goddess of death.
Yeah.
The Asgardian goddess of death. So those who don't make it to the promised land, to the halls of, what do they call the halls then?
Not Valhalla.
Valhalla, something like that. They don't make it to Valhalla, then they go to, I guess you have to be bad. I don't know.
You go to hell with Hel.
If you're not necessarily good. So she's in fact, she runs one of the realms of Asgard. She's not just one little person. She has her own lands, armies, you know. She is the queen. She's almost like what, Mephisto. She's like the devil himself almost.
Well, other problem is that there's the other thing you have to remember, that Hela is daughter of Loki. And the same of Thor's.
I don't think they're gonna do
Thor's
that.
mortal enemy is the Midgard serpent.
Right.
So it's like you have Thor's brother and two of Thor's main enemies are these big, huge creatures.
Yeah, so it's amazing, but you know, I don't think they're gonna do that. Her being Loki's daughter in this show.
I don't know.
I mean,
it's mythology, and it's a simple thing to say this is what happened, and it adds so much to Loki. And if you look in the comic books, I don't know that they played it before Walt Simonson did, but it was interesting having this, devilish character, but it's more like at times Loki could be more like a jester type of thing. And then you have this major story that Walt Simonson did where he fought the Midgard serpent, and then he's fighting Hela for his, get everything fixed back together, and he's destroying everything. And Loki's just sitting around laughing, and then and Hela's like, wanting to kill her father. She's like, he's just a son of a bee, but
He's just there to do stuff, not necessarily good or bad. Just want to do whatever the hell he wants to do.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think this Loki is a bit different. I mean, we do see Loki in the trailer. It looks as though he's fighting somebody, probably her. And I think the way they've used the current timeline, Loki actually grew up with Thor as a child. He's picked up with the frost giants, and so I don't necessarily see how that's going to work out. But hey, they do a lot of different things. It would be a hell of a twist if they were able to do
a hell of a twist.
So I don't know if that's going to be. Another thing that we see here is that when we have
okay, sorry, go.
The headdress is like, she comes out with 3 different looks. At first, the goth is a little weird. I was a little taken by that for that.
Yeah.
But when she's like in a full headdress look, I'm like, yo, that's classic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? I mean, when she stops, I don't even want to say the hammer.
Mjolnir.
she does a credible job. Kate Blanchett, I didn't think she could do it. But then, because after her appearance as
wasn't in Lana Spenkoff? What?
Lord of the Rings. She was the one.
What was wrong with her in Lord of the Rings?
Because she was just, so firm. How you doing? But
when she was in what's that movie? Indiana Jones. And Indiana Jones was a completely bad movie, the fifth one. But they had, what did they have in it? They did, you know, her name was terrible. It was Ivana Spankoff.
I don't even remember that movie. Yeah, so
but my issue, there's an issue.
Wait, we haven't finished all the good things yet. So
there's nothing else. We went through it already. I haven't even got to the
Hulk. Dude, he gets captured by Valkyrie. He gets picked up the Grandmaster. And he goes into the arena, and you had to see it. And one of the best scenes, I think, is when they put him in, he puts down his helmet, and they send out this monster. He comes out, and he sees the Hulk, and he's like, yes! This is my work friend. I mean, he doesn't even say this is
my friend from work.
And I'm like, holy snap, that is so funny. You know?
So like Thor trying to relate to them.
And everybody, the whole audience goes completely silent.
Yes.
You're like, oh no. This is not going to work out. But then Hulk comes after him, and Thor comes after him, and you just see that classic Thor going to give him an uppercut, and you see the Hulk coming out, and I was like, wow. Planet Hulk meets Thor, Ragnarok it is.
Yeah. And I'm glad that I don't want to necessarily see a Planet Hulk story, because if you read the Hulk's stories, when Hulk gets sent off to space, the only problem is that he should be mad, but he always forgets. And these Hulks, they're going to always be like, yo, it's a story. It's something lost because it's a switch, it's a transformation. So that's why Hulk can remember people, he can remember the thing, he can remember he has a problem with them, but he has a hard time retaining it because there's loss of mental ability. So the other problem is that we also see the executioner here with some M16s, and I'm saying, maybe they're trying to fit a little too much in.
The executioner, I didn't see that.
He's there. He's there with the guns and the classic, the death of the executioner song. So it's in there. So it's like there's a lot. Can it all fit? That's the question. And Doctor Strange might show up.
I was going to say that.
We didn't see him in the trailer, so
he may show
there's a lot of stuff going on there. But I mean, it seems like they want to take on a little of the Guardians, add a little to that. They're not going to have. Well, they might have the soundtrack, but I don't think you have a Walkman or anything dumb like that. Hopefully not. Don't do it.
But here one thing, though, and I'm glad you brought up the Guardians and Doctor Strange, is that the Avengers Infinity War start when? Next year, 2018, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's dropping then. So they have to start setting up Thanos actually acquiring the various...
I don't know.
I mean, I don't think you're going to do that in the
How
movie.
can you had another Thanos thing in this movie?
At the very end, you know, you get the Odin Stone or whatever, you know what I'm trying to say? Or you get the I don't know, but I'm saying they have to add something in. Because if you want to set it up properly, you know, I'm just keeping a shot, Marvel. I don't know what you guys did. You guys do what you want to do. This is just my humble opinion, all right? You know, the guy with the Batman t-shirt.
Oh, Lord. Well.
So is there anything else you got to say
There's
about
nothing else to say about it.
My little one quiver about this. I'm a little confused why we have Lady Sif and then we have Valkyrie. Why would we not?
They're not the same person.
I know they're not the same person.
I want to see Lady Sif. Lady Sif is one of my favorite characters.
I would have figured now that Jane Foster is no longer there, I thought it was going to be going more towards Lady Sif.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm a little confused as to what happened. I mean,
because they cannot do a what's it, Mighty Thor, the female Thor, with Natalie Portman. Because Natalie Portman is about yay high. You have her with the hammer.
I'm not a heightist. I'm telling you right now, I'm not a heightist. So she could be 2 feet tall. I'm not.
No, she's blazing. Yeah. But as far as a superhero, I don't know about that.
Scarlett Johansson was Lucy. I mean, she was in Ghost in the Shell.
She's not Thor though.
So I mean, it's a female Thor. I don't know, dude. You know.
Okay, Scarlett Johansson is yay big.
Yeah.
Natalie Portman is like this big, and very beautiful.
I don't know. I'm out of both of those questions, so more power to you. So, in that overall, Prime Minister, what do you think?
I'm really expecting good things. I'm expecting good things.
That's what we gotta say. Good things.
Yes.
For good people like us, we deserve a good movie.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
Thor deserves it.
Who?
Thor.
Thor deserved it. Well, I kind of like some of the Thor movies. So
they were okay.
Yeah, they weren't excellent, you know. But yeah, Thor. Go for it. Chris Hemsworth, keep up the good work, bro.
Yes. We've been missing you. Didn't get into the other movie. Now we got you.
Yeah. And this is your payback on Tony Stark for not calling you, okay?
Yes.
Peace out. Spinner Rack out.
Yes.